All right. It is Friday, July 24th, 2020 at 10:26 p.m. All right. This video is a complexity of multiple things. Let's start off with I tried looking for a story about no cash in banks or there being a lack of cash in banks. And I looked through Google News, Google Search, no articles at all, not a peep about no cash in banks. I was like, there's got to be at least one report. I've heard some people talk about it. So then I go into Twitter, and then some people actually mentioned it. And then I also looked on YouTube, and there's some videos that were recently made this week about it. So I was like, good, at least they haven't shut off everything and there's some information out there. I'm going to read some of these comments. It said, some of my new conservative friends have seemingly had a hard time getting cash out and spending it. And then somebody else commented, the bank has literally said they have no cash and we're redirecting people to another branch across the area. So some people are reporting that there's cash down, and I understand that because I think it was a couple, like either a month ago or something like that, when we were going to the bank. The bank was closed and they couldn't get any cash out. It's because of the COVID. They had closed down the branch. So I understand that. But this is the bank failures themselves, not having to do with the COVID. So if you look, bank goes down on YouTube and you search through the filter of 1 week ago, you get some interesting videos. We get 3 banks gone bust within the past month, bank failures and bank runs alert in America. I'm not going to go into the videos because I don't want to get a copy strike, but there are some videos you can look up about the lack of money coming from some banks. Some people are saying that there's no cash at all in some banks. Some banks are running low on coins. So I just wanted to note on that, point it out that there is some rumors going around that some people are getting the runaround where they don't have cash in a bank and they tell them go to this other bank in the area, and then they go there and then they also don't have cash, and then they're pointed to another bank and they get the runaround. So just making a point, you guys notice that. All right. Also, Deutsche Bank says a giant volcanic eruption and another deadly pandemic are among the catastrophic disasters that could devastate the world economy in the next 10 years. COVID-19 has been pretty much the only story in town for global markets and the world economy in 2020, but Deutsche Bank thinks there's a 33% chance of at least one of 4 much bigger risks, including global catastrophic volcanic eruption taking place in the next 10 years. In an unconventional note Tuesday, the German bank said we find there is 1 in 3 chance that at least one of the 4 major tail risks will occur in the next decade. 1. A major influenza pandemic killing more than 2 million people. 2. A global catastrophic volcanic eruption. 3. A major solar flare. 4. A global war. So Deutsche Bank is putting that out there. I'm not sure if any of that's actually going to happen, but it's interesting that they're actually making note of it. Alright. Also, Europe panics as worst swarm of locusts for 70 years invades Sardinia, Italy. Millions of locusts have caused devastation after descending on Sardinia. Several mayors in the region declared a state of natural disaster and called for immediate action. In a situation reminiscent of a biblical plague, voracious locusts have stripped large areas of the island's agricultural regions of crops in what the World Bank has already been branded the most serious invasion the world has faced in 70 years. The epicenter is formed by the municipalities of Orani, Otana, Bolotana, and Tirso Valley, with insects having arrived in the Middle East and Africa, where 23 countries have experienced similar problems. Farmers have limited options when it comes to mitigating the damage caused by the vast numbers of locusts, other than burning fields to destroy the pests. Franco Saba, mayor of Otana, said current damages must be compensated, and preventative action has taken place to prevent the phenomenon from happening again in the next few years. With the situation still unfolding, the cost of the damage is still unknown, but Mr. Saba suggests it will run into millions of euros. Alright, so that's happening in Italy. Alright, also, I just wanted to go over a couple of supplies for hurricane preparedness. I talk a lot about hurricane preparedness and being prepared for emergencies, so I'm just going to go over some points. It says, what supplies do you need to prepare for a hurricane? Ahead of potentially devastating storms this hurricane season, the Red Cross recommends having the following supplies at hand: water, at least a 3-day supply or 1 gallon per person per day; food, at least 3-day supply of non-perishable, easy to prepare food; a flashlight; battery-powered or hand-crank radio for National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration weather radio if possible; extra batteries; first aid kit; medications, a 7-day supply; and medical items, hearing aids with extra batteries, glasses, contact lenses, syringes, for example, if you have diabetes, and a cane; multi-purpose tools; copies of personal documents, insurance policies, birth certificates, lease or deed to home; sanitation and personal hygiene items; emergency blanket; insect repellent and sunscreens; baby supplies, bottles, formula, baby food, and diapers; and rain gear. What safety precautions should you take before a hurricane? In the hurricane safety checklist, the Red Cross advises listen to the NOAA weather radio for critical information from the National Weather Service. If your area is told to evacuate, evacuate. Check your disaster supplies and replace or restock as needed. Fill your car's gas tank. Turn the refrigerator and freezer in the coldest setting and keep them closed as much as possible so food will last longer if the power goes out. Bring any outdoor furniture inside. Close your windows, doors, and hurricane shutters. Board up all your windows and doors with plywood. Learn about your community's hurricane response plan. It's important for board your windows and doors with plywood, especially if you're really close to the landing area or of a hurricane, or if you're very close to strong winds of a hurricane. Alright, I just wanted to go over these preparedness tips. You can look online for more preparedness tips, what you need in case of a hurricane. I'm going to leave the link of this just in case in the video description if anybody else needs it. Alright, this is it for this video. Hit like, subscribe for more news and for more information and weather updates. See you next time. God bless you guys.